If I could sit next to you at the piano for the next 30 days and lay out exactly what to do each week, I would. Since I can't do that in person, this video is probably going to be the next best thing. Today, I'm going to walk you through a simple 30-day practice plan for adult pianists so that you can stop guessing and start seeing some real, measurable progress in one piece that you love. Hi, I'm Kyle P. Walker, and I'm a concert pianist and a teacher, and I work with many adult students who juggle work, family, and a million other responsibilities. If you care about the piano but you don't have hours every day, this plan is designed for you. You don't need a perfect month. You don't need even to practice every single day. All you really need is a realistic amount of time, a clear focus for each week, and a way to track what you're doing so that you can actually see yourself improve. The 30-day plan that we're going to build has 3 parts. Part 1 is choosing one main piece. Part 2 is choosing a realistic weekly schedule. Part 3 is giving each week a simple focus. Let me walk you through them one by one. First, I want you to choose one main piece that you will prioritize for the next 30 days. Not 5 pieces, not your entire repertoire list, just one. Now, it could be something that you have already started, or it could be something new, but it should be a piece that you care enough about to stick with when it gets hard. In the starter pack I made for you, there is a little box where you can write this month's piece. I want you to fill that in before you start day 1. Second, we create a weekly schedule that matches your actual life. Instead of saying, I should practice every day, I want you to be honest. Look at your week and ask, where can I realistically get 20 or 30 minutes? Maybe that's Monday. Maybe it's Wednesday, Friday after dinner. Or maybe it's Tuesday or Thursday mornings. Maybe it's 4 short sessions across the week. In the starter pack, you will see a 1-page weekly plan. Circle the days that you know you can show up to, even if it's only 15 minutes. Those are your non-negotiable piano appointments with yourself. Third, we give each week its own simple focus so that your practice doesn't feel random. Here's a template that you can use. Week 1, notes and rhythm. Week 2, coordination and tempo. Week 3, sound and shaping. Week 4, performance and confidence. Let me explain what that means. In week 1, your goal is to get the notes and the rhythm of your main sections mostly in place. You aren't worried about beautiful sound yet. You just want your fingers to know where to go and when to go. In week 2, you start to connect things a little bit more. You start to work in small sections, but you begin to link them and gradually bring the tempo closer to what you want. If you play something faster but it falls apart, you simply drop the tempo back down. Your mantra for that week is control first, speed later. Now in week 3, we care about how it sounds a lot. So you pay attention to shape, dynamics, the pedal, and the balance between the hands and different voices. You ask yourself questions like, where's the peak of the phrase? Which notes need a little bit more weight? Where can I breathe? This is the part of your playing that can start to sound more like music and less like you're just hitting the right notes. In week 4, we focus on some performing. So you do some small run-throughs of the piece, even if it's small short sections, so that you're stopping to fix every mistake. You might record yourself on your phone once or twice each week and listen back. Not to criticize yourself, but to notice what is actually working and what you want to polish. By the end of week 4, you should be able to play a version of the piece that you feel pretty comfortable with, and maybe you could even share it with a friend. Let me give you a quick example. Imagine that you have 25 minutes to practice, 4 days a week, and that your piece is, a slow movement of Beethoven. For week 1, you spend most of your time on 2 or 3 small sections, slow with a focus on clean notes and rhythm. For week 2, you start linking those sections still by using the small sections loop. And then you gently bring the tempo up. In week 3, now you can start thinking about the voicing and the melody and the shaping of the longer lines. In week 4, you do mini performances. maybe recording yourself, and you pay attention to how it feels throughout without stopping. That is it. It's not fancy, it's just clear. You will still have some imperfect days. You'll still miss a practice or have some that feel kind of messy. That doesn't have to cancel the whole plan. The win is that you know where you are in the month and what this week is about. If you want help putting this into your own life, I've created a free adult pianist practice starter pack that goes with this video. Inside, you'll find the 30-day framework that I just described, a weekly planner that you could print out and keep on your piano, and a 15-minute warm-up that you can drop into at any session. Before you click away, if you're an adult pianist and you want the next 30 days to actually move you forward, use that starter pack. The link is in the description. Download it for free, fill out your piece, your days, your weekly focus, and put it where you will see it every time you sit down. And if you found this video helpful, hit subscribe so that you don't miss another one in this series on practicing smarter as an adult.